Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel here on Global Conquerors, our weekly podcast, Conquest. This is episode 58 being recorded on January 26, 2025. It's your host, SMGFrenzy, joined with your co-host.
AssassinADC, as always, back for the uh, weekly podcast. Uh, Pretty thin week of news this week, so don't expect this to be eagerly long. We're not gonna try to drag it as long like how we did on usual stuff, but we're just gonna keep it short and simple. But
Yep.
like I said, we always promise the weekly, so yeah. Yeah, man. I'll just throw it over when you're ready, man.
Yeah, we start off usually with our esports and gaming category, starting off with Call of Duty announced that Major 4, which is one of the few majors that didn't have a location date or a host for, will be at DreamHack Dallas. I think this is the first time in years that COD is going to be at an event that isn't hosted by a Call of Duty team or by the CDL or CWL in a while. Because in the past, we've seen some other esports like Gears and Halo go to like DreamHacks and stuff. But for COD, this is new territory for them again after basically since the CDL and kind of since the CWL has been a thing. So kind of cool that COD will be able to share an event space with other games, actually. And I think it will be right now the only technically console FPS to be having a main stage shared with other games, because DreamHack's usually like Counter-Strike and League and Dota and stuff. So it'll be nice to see that shared again. It's gonna be nice to see COD fans interact with other fans that aren't just COD fans, you know? So it allows for a shared experience, which is very nice.
Well, I just hope that this will lead to um events like this instead of what we have now with the CDL. Um, I mean, obviously, COD has always been back in the day before they went franchising, like somewhat with the CWL. I mean, they were at I think they were at DreamHack, a couple of them, but not all of them. But more so locals where where they could play in the same venue with other esports personas, I guess you could say, or esports games. So it's been a while since like something like this has happened. Hopefully this is like a gateway to different stuff like this later down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Meaning that we'll probably just maybe this is like the trend where it slowly starts going into the old format back in the day where there's an open and this and that. If this is the way we're heading, hopefully, because I really do prefer the old format instead of this. But hopefully, this is the stepping stone into going back to the original style of tournaments and esports.
Yeah.
So
Time will
yeah,
tell. It's just cool that they're going to be even at DreamHack in the first place. I don't think anyone was expecting DreamHack to be able to host a major for COD, since it has just been the CDL or mostly CDL teams hosting it. So it's a nice change of pace for this year, and hopefully looking upwards for Call of Duty esports in the long term. But next will be LTA, League of the Americas North, started this past weekend. Some things have changed, of course, because the branding has changed, but the theme song's still the same. The casting is about the same, but some new teams have come on board. Matches have been good. Seeing the way that drafting has changed, it's been cool. Currently, no complaints. It's just the LCS with a new coat of paint on it, kind of at the moment. But I guess more competition because now we have teams from Latin America competing against North America in the same studio now. But no complaints for LTA so far. It's been fun, I guess. Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I haven't watched anything, so I just know 100 Thieves choked or they got slammed. I don't know. That's all I was seeing on Twitter.
Yep. And Cloud9 is going to be the best team this year with Team Liquid, it seems. Which, again, you kind of expected. Them two are good, and then FlyQuest is good too. So, should be fun, one way or another. Then we move on to an LTA team, but this is not specifically about the LTA. Shopify Rebellion, their all-women's team, has become the first all-women's team to qualify for Valorant Challengers NA. So this team has gone through the bracket and now will be competing against of course, the different mixed and all-male teams in Valorant. And they have proven themselves that they are good enough to hang with the guys. So it's great to see
Wait, so
female teams like compete.
there's still this narrative of females can't play video games with guys.
There, especially in esports, there still is, and it's cool that teams like Shopify and G2 who have invested like in creating all women or all female teams and having them go out and actually compete. and show that they're just as good, if not better, than some of the guys they compete against. So it's good to see. It's good to see.
It is. It is indubitably.
Mm-hmm.
Never using that word again, ever.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's hopefully this is like, I guess you could call it a stepping stone for women esports. Obviously, this esports has been dominated by male for so long. It's good to see that you know, esports is starting to be equal or equality with any like the genders. It just hopefully this inspires other people that have gamers or women to be exact to not be scared of the challenge and to come compete because that's the whole point of competing. You just want to compete against the best, no matter what gender they are. It's good for esports. I mean, and big props to Shopify for even giving them the opportunity to even there's how to say to give them a platform. So
Yeah.
um, let's see where they we'll see we'll be on the lookout to see what their run looks like in there.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah, good all around from Shopify. It's great to see, like I said, Shopify G2 and other teams invest into female esports teams and leagues and give them the resources that the men have as well to actually go out and compete. So, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
But that's all
Yeah.
I have on esports my end. Do you have anything you want to add?
You just like go over the Madrid major. Like you just went over it. Like
Oh, that okay.
you not put it down like I
No,
told you.
go for it.
Anyway, okay. Well, obviously, Call of Duty. I'm gonna have this open on my Twitter. So, Call of Duty, franchise league. They have a total of 7 matches. Um, the last what is it? So 4 or 5 weekends. I think total. No, and yeah. I mean, you couldn't write a better. The seedings were pretty insane. So just so y'all know, the minor does not go to points for this major. It's just for overall standing. So, um, yeah. So the last match just finished maybe an hour ago. I think there was a big issue. I think that these, or no, there was a match where it was one match took 2 hours and 20 minutes. It was really bad. It got really delayed, and Optic ended up playing like almost an hour ago.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, pretty much every win for today was really really mattered. But so yeah. So now that the qualifiers are over, we have our final standings for Major One. So we have Optic and with the first seed with 6-1. Toronto Ultra 6-1, being the second seed. Boston being third with a 5-2 record. Ravens with a 5-2 record. Thieves with a 5-2 record. FaZe being 4-3. It might be a shock, but they struggled at the beginning of the season. But with the minor, they ended up turning it around. So they ended up they went from 0-3 to winning 4 straight. So
Mhm.
or no, yeah. So they finally figured it out. So FaZe being six doesn't really mean anything. People really think FaZe is like the best team in the game up there right now.
Mhm.
So they're 4-3. They'll be the 6th seed. 7th seed will be the Seattle with 4-3, and Heretics with this is being winner bracket. Uh, 8th place with 2-5. So um, those are gonna be the teams in the winners, and then the loser part, the winners bracket. Those are the teams. Loser bracket. We're at 9th place. We have Gentlemates at 2-5. Uh, Minnesota at 2-5. C9 at 1-6, and our dear Falcons at 0-7. But Falcons look like they are improving. But that's the seeding, and this is how the bracket's gonna play out. I'll have it up already. So I don't know what day it starts, but I think it's Friday. If it's not, it's Thursday. Okay, it's Thursday. Sorry. Optic or the winner side will be playing that day, which will be Optic versus Heretics. Same side will be Ravens versus Steez, Ultra versus Surge, and then Boston versus Face. And obviously, the winners will be the losers will play whoever's they'll have to play in the losers. So that's what the Madrid bracket's like. So first major, yeah. It's gonna be pretty stacked. I think it's FaZe, Optic, and Thieves as the top three to favorite. So it's pretty exciting.
Yep.
Madrid. It's been a while since the CDL has gone over. This is the first time they're going like international or not? Is it? Yeah, right.
They haven't hosted a
Besides
London event
Canada,
before?
not since 2020.
All right.
And only I mean you can consider the. I mean they did go to Canada, but I mean it's
Bar-
whatever.
it's,
It
it's
doesn't really
barely
count as much.
international, so
So barely. So yeah. I don't know. I think the major is exactly next week or this week that's coming up, or I don't remember exactly.
okay.
So yeah, pretty excited. Don't really know who to call. It just online versus LAN is two different games. So you could really can't make on a decisive winner yet until the first 2 days of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as of now, it's people think FaZe is the best in this, and then Optic is up there. And Thieves. So, we'll see how that goes, but
Gotcha.
we'll see. We finally see BO6 on land. So first event, and it's gonna be in Madrid. So we're gonna have Optic versus uh Heretics go off.
Sounds good.
So we'll see who Madrid will be rooting for, if for the Heretics or I mean for the Miami. What are they called? The Miami Heretics
Yeah.
or Optic, and we'll see. So yeah, we'll see. We'll update y'all on that once the tournament goes once fully over and who the winner will be. So yeah.
Sounds good on that end. I guess with that, that's the end of esports and gaming. We segue to general news, where Netflix has announced another price hike on all of their subscription tiers. I think this news came out. It was late this week.
Couple days. I think it was like 3 days ago.
Yeah, and
Our time.
as obviously we expect these companies to unfortunately raise the prices in general, but it's getting to a point where it's becoming very unsustainable for a lot of people. Currently the Netflix standard plan without ads in the US is $15.49, and now will go up to $17.99. So it's a $2 increase roughly on that end. The ad supported tier is getting a dollar increase, $6.99 to $7.99 per month, and the premium tier is going up from $22.99 to $24.99, and then adding extra members also going up from $7.99 to $8.99. So most things got a dollar or two increase, which again, while on paper doesn't look like a lot, consider that Netflix prices were a lot cheaper just 3 years ago. So it's starting to get to the point, especially if you buy the ad free tier, and then of course wanting to have other people who can access your Netflix, like family members in different areas. It's starting to look like you're paying for cable again. And that's not exactly what we want now, is it? So they're gonna hit a ceiling at some point. Same way that theme parks have in the recent years, where they've priced out too many people that people just aren't coming anymore, people aren't subscribing anymore. So they'll hit a ceiling soon. Or the other option, people will result in like go to piracy more. We see that a lot in the anime realm, where instead of paying for like Crunchyroll subscriptions, people will go and pirate. So if your price is too high, you're gonna lose money in a lot of ways for a lot of reasons. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, the only reason why I have Netflix will be for wrestling, but I don't even think I might just buy the cheaper plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting way too expensive for no reason. There's no point. And this whole because they added Netflix gaming or whatever they want to call it or mob whatever. It's just it's I hate that they're adding it onto the regular plan. Why don't they if they wanted this, they should have added it on separately on its own.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know. They're kind of pushing it. I mean, they literally raised the prices literally a year ago,
Yeah.
and I get streaming platforms just like the new age, and that's what we're heading to. And sure. I remember when Netflix was like, what was it, like $7 at one point, even cheaper.
Yeah.
And I used to no ads. It didn't. It had no ads, and it was $7. Um, yeah. I mean, times has changed, and it's kind of insane how much it is now, and we're paying. I think majority of people, depending on how much stuff you probably pay around 250 for like streaming services now. Not even, maybe like 200. At that point, because well, let's see, I have Netflix, I have Hulu, I have Prime, I have Disney. Oh fuck, man, I have a lot. ESPN. Damn. So yeah, a lot. And at that point, cable TV was ahead of its time.
Yeah. But it seems
But
like we're just slowly going back to cable again, basically by paying for each of these subscription services. Once you total up, like, especially if you're subscribed like yearly for all of them, it's starting to look like cable even more. So
mm,
it's something for all right. But like I said, we'll see when the ceiling hits for this when Netflix starts losing subscribers. But for the
how much?
moment,
How much of a difference was it? Like a dollar something, or
for most tiers, there's $1 or $2. Which again, on paper, it doesn't look like a lot, but like long term, is a lot.
what is the price right now? What is it
It
like?
went from 15
18.
for no ads. It's 50, it went from 15.39 to 17.99. So it's like 18 for no ads monthly.
Damn, I don't wait. You get wait. It gives you ads when you're watching the show.
So if you buy
Or
the
like,
cheaper version, that's the one that's about to be $8.99 now. That one has ads. So you pretty much pay for 3 non-ad accounts, 3.5 non-ad accounts to have no ads.
damn.
It's
Hey,
expensive, man.
that's subscribe. That the unsubscribe button is gonna be a lot easier to press nowadays.
That is true. That is true.
When does
Also,
that go into effect?
it should be sometime this year.
It's later this. It's pretty early this year, no?
Yeah, I'd have to check again, but I'm not sure exactly when.
Well, once that goes live, I'll be canceling subscription hella easy now because everything's getting hella expensive for no reason.
Yeah, a lot of things about to get expensive too. So we'll see. But yeah, I imagine the WWE live streaming still has ads because it's live, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, like those are built-in ads. So if you're paying
but
Netflix just to watch that, I would just buy the ad version because you're not missing anything.
dude, I stopped. I don't have to watch anything on Netflix. It's because I don't watch Netflix anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, think let's see. What's the last show I've seen on Netflix? I'll tell you.
Is it Squid Game?
No, yeah, that's the last time I've been on Netflix. But I've been watching The Rookie
Uh huh.
on Hulu, and it's like it got me in a chokehold, man.
Ah, okay, okay.
The only reason why I have Netflix is because I'm gonna watch. So Squid Game's coming out later this year, and Cobra Kai,
Cobra Kai, yeah, the next season.
and that's it.
Gotcha,
And then
gotcha.
I think okay, the last thing I watched besides like that wasn't like WWE
Yeah.
was I'm rewatching Cobra Kai
Mm-hmm.
and Squid Games. I just finished that. I'm watching Dexter. Stopped watching that. Um, Suits is back on, so I might continue. Or I might. I not. But I might continue watching that. But I don't know. But I've been on Hulu and I've only been watching The Rookie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm almost about to be caught up with the TV show. And I'm probably gonna rewatch the season, the whole trilogy again because of how good it is.
Uh huh.
And I don't watch shows back to back. Like once I finish the show, I'm not watching it for a while.
Yeah.
The only and I think I mean there's other shows on Apple TV, Prime. Prime has good shows. I gotta rewatch Invincible. The cat to because the new season comes out next in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Hey, sounds good, man.
and start rewatching The Boys again, so I'm caught up for next year. Oh wait, no,
We gotta watch Gen V season 2.
I'm not watching that garbage.
All right.
It was trash. You cannot tell me you liked it. Did you like it?
Gen V was okay. It was okay.
It was trash.
Maybe season 2 will be better because this is like Homelander's America, you know.
Trash.
We gotta see. I'll give it a chance.
I watched the first episode of Gen V and I stopped, and I didn't even fully watch it. I watched like 10 minutes of it, and that's it.
You're like, I can't do this.
I can't, bro.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not the greatest, but hey. But yeah, Netflix hitting us across the head with more money, but we'll see. Like I said, when people get priced out. Next, winter weather across the Gulf of Mexico. The southeast got a very, very rare snowstorm. Places like New Orleans got up to 10 to 11 inches of snow. Northern Florida was seeing 4 or 5 inches of snow. Even like southern Georgia was seeing up to like 8, 9 inches of snow. The more northern you went, the less snow you saw, which was, of course, not exactly usually what you expect in the southeast, because we usually don't even get snow at all. But some places like the metro Atlanta area, Athens and whatnot, got their second round of snow. And as many of these municipalities and cities and even states weren't necessarily expecting the northern areas of their states to get hit as hard as they did, roads weren't necessarily salted to the degrees that they should have been, and people did not heed warnings of staying at home. And as a result, this second round of snow, especially in the Atlanta area, had a lot more accidents and unfortunately some fatalities this time around. A lot of car accidents, a lot of cars like just losing control, people slipping on ice, black ice spots lasting for 3 to 4 days in a row. Like, it did end up causing more injuries and death than what was previously expected. So I think people in the South kind of know. People in the South aren't ready for snow. And if you guys know very well that you aren't ready for snow, don't go driving in the snow. Why are you doing this to yourself? You know it only ends in one way. I'm just saying. You already know it ends in one way, so why even take that risk? Now your brand new car, now your Tesla Cybertruck is upside down because you slid on some black ice. What are you gonna say about that?
I don't even want to talk about how that. And it's sorry. We will talk. Supposedly, there's supposed to be another storm front later this month, or later. Sorry, earlier, like February.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to snow
Round
again.
3, here we go.
Bro, if it snows again in Georgia this year, and it's only been the first month.
Yep.
Luckily, nothing crazy besides like what's happening over there in California, but they have it under control now, or I haven't like
It's
really been
some of the
up to
fires are still burning, but it's not as bad as before.
So.
Yeah. The thing about weather is if you get a really, really harsh winter, you bounce back with a really, really bad summer.
Yeah, it's
And if,
gonna be
this summer might be the first. Well, I'm not even gonna be here for the beginning of summer. This summer might be like actually hell on earth. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw like 100 degrees plus days, and like
It might
the
be the middle of
most insane thunderstorms we've ever seen. Like, I'm gone, bro. I'm leaving the South. I can't do this anymore.
It might be the end of the world, bro.
Yeah.
You can't tell me.
Hey, man. We'll see what happens on that front. But yeah, the South got its second round of snow. Maybe we get a third one in February, bro. Who knows at this point?
Wait, I see you says across the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, because the snowstorm started off in the Gulf and came up.
That isn't the name of it no more, though.
Only for the federal government. And while I might work for the federal government, I said what I said. Anywho, last news topic for today. Super Bowl rematch.
Oh,
Kansas City Chiefs will play against Philadelphia once again. Will we see who's gonna defend their status, their record? Who's gonna win Chiefs gonna win their third straight title?
I didn't want any of them to play in the Super Bowl. I didn't even want them in the Super Bowl. Neither of them. I wanted the Commanders and Bills.
Yeah, Washington fans kind of in shambles.
You mean Bills fans are more in shambles? They only lost by 3 points.
Yeah. But who doesn't want to see a rematch? And who doesn't want to see the Chiefs?
Everyone hates the Chiefs.
Who doesn't want to see the Chiefs lift their third trophy in the past 3 years?
No, because Taylor Swift is everywhere.
Yeah.
They can't get away with this, bro. I'm trying to believe that the league is trying to get Patrick, trying to defend him.
Hey, we'll all tune in during halftime to watch Kendrick Lamar sing "Not Like Us" on stage and diss Drake in front of half of America.
I guess. I mean, it's not gonna happen.
I don't know, man.
I know he's gonna play the song, but I don't know. Sick of this Chiefs already.
They're
Going
your
back to
new dynasty. They're like what
the Patriots,
yeah.
which fucking bogus.
Or when the Seahawks were like a really good team for a while too.
Yeah, but they weren't going to the Super Bowl almost.
I
The
know.
Chiefs have been to the Super Bowl. Let's see.
Yeah, you're right. They are basically just the modern
Obviously, three in
Patriots.
a row, but like in the last 6 years, they've been to the Super Bowl 5 times.
Yeah.
And they've won. Sorry, they've they lost one out of all of the ones they've gone to,
Yeah.
and that was against probably the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. So
Yeah. The Chiefs are, like you said, the modern Patriots because the Patriots had like a domineering hold from like late 2000s to mid 2010s. They were the team that America was like, please don't win anymore, bro. Go away. But hey, maybe one of these years, Georgia Pride will come back and the Falcons will be somewhere near that stage again. Who knows when, but at some point we'll be there. Right?
why can't we be good at sports? Not even nobody's good this year.
You can't be good every year. At least
You say that about your team every year.
we can't be good every year. UGA went decent.
You think they were the best team this year?
UGA went as far as they could. Their mistakes got super exposed at the end, and that's
They
fine.
had a chance to win it all. This was the easiest one they could have won.
Well, they didn't because they just didn't have a solid team. We saw that their quarterback couldn't throw and their receivers couldn't receive. So I don't know how far you expect to go. They went further than what Georgia fans were thinking they'd go. So like, we'll take it. Same for Atlanta United. Nobody thought Atlanta United would get to the playoffs, and they got to the playoffs.
They beat Messi. That's all.
Exactly. Like, it's not same with the Braves. The Braves didn't do too bad this year. Like, our teams at least are solid for the most part. It's the Falcons and the Hawks we just need. Where are those two teams when you need them?
I don't know.
See?
There's a Halo tournament going on right now?
It's like a off season one.
What's Rebellion versus
Yeah.
almost Optic?
Yeah, Halo's been hosting off season events.
Yeah, but they're playing right now.
Yeah. They don't count towards points or anything because it doesn't count for season 4.
It's for money.
This is for money. Not a lot of money, but it's for money.
Was good practice.
That is, yeah.
Wow, Optic's already playing in the finals.
Nice.
Without Formal. Formal just started playing Halo yesterday.
Gotta get back up to speed from that Marvel Rivals.
Think so?
Yeah. Those two games are played so differently, man. He's gotta get back up to speed and practice. But I think with that, that's it for the podcast this week. If you want to close us out.
Oh, I have to close it off again?
Yeah. That's your usual. I did it only for December.
Alright. Let me take these out, bro. Let me stretch. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna hold it right here. Oh fuck. Thank you guys for watching this episode of the podcast. We'll see y'all guys next week for the weekly. As always, unless something happens. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when we upload. Yeah. Follow our socials down below, and I got nothing else to say, but besides, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.